Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me and welcome back. Today, as you can see, I don't have any brows on, so I'm going to be doing my brows for you. But guys, I have found something that I really consider like applying a weave to my brows. As you can see, my brows are so thin and sparse, and it looks like you can count the hairs on my brow. I mean, I virtually have nothing. So I just wanted to show you that's the finished brow right there, and I'm going to get started showing you how I applied this product, which I really call like applying a weave to my brows. So I'm going to get started. So I'm just taking a makeup brush and just brushing my brows upward just so they're nice and neat. And I'm going to take this pencil. This pencil is by Jordana, guys, and you can find this in the beauty supply store for like under $2. It's a great pencil. I've had it for a while. That color is dark brown. So I'm going to start out by just kind of outlining my brows, the start, the middle, and the end of my brows. And believe me, this is the way you're supposed to do your brows. And I literally do this every single day. So that's the highest point right there, that little dot I made. And this is where I want my brows to end, kind of right there, kind of along that area. And I usually adjust it and tweak it as I go along. So right now I'm just going to just draw a line on the outside of the brow so that I can just kind of find out the shape of the brow and find out how high I want it to be, how thick I want my brow to be. So as you can see, I'm just filling it in with that pencil, and it really does help a lot. Again, that color is dark brown and it works really well, and I'm not pressing hard, so I'm not getting the true color from the pencil. If you press harder, it will be darker. So that's the tail of my brow. I want it to end right there. So I'm using a product called the Brow Gal, and this was in the Beautycon beauty box. I did a review on this product for you guys, and guys, I am loving this brow shadow kit. This is really nice. This brow brush came with it. The applicator works so well. So this is the swatches from the 3 shadows from that palette. And you can use the lighter shadows to help blend out the darker one. And this really suits a lot of different skin tones, not just maybe like lighter skin tones or medium skin tones. This works across the board for everyone. So right now I'm taking a little bit of the darker powder, and I just tapped it onto the brow powder, and I'm just softly just blending it in, filling in that outline that I made. And so I'm just going to finish that up and just let you see how I'm doing that. So now guys, I am using what I call a hair weave for my brows. This is the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer. And the color I'm using today is soft brown. I'm going to be using 2 colors, but I'm starting off with the soft brown. And it looks sort of like goldish brown in color. I'm going to just do a slight swatch. And that's what it looks like coming from the applicator. The applicator has a comb on it, so you really can just put it on the hairs and get it where you need it. Now, as you can see, it looks light, but I like a 2-dimensional brow. So what I'm going to do is apply this first. Now, what I'm doing is, the trick for me, since I have very little hairs, is to apply it first in the opposite direction of the way my brows grow. So I want to do that from one end to the other, just applying it in the opposite direction and not applying a lot of it to my brow, and I'm not letting the applicator touch my skin. And I think that's the trick, because this product can really build up if you're not careful. So you want to apply a little at a time, and don't let the applicator touch your skin. And so that's pretty much what I'm doing, and I brushed it up into place, and so just to get it nice and smooth so that it's sitting up. So now I'm using the darker color, which is deep brown, and I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm brushing my the product on my brow hair in the opposite direction of the way my brows grow. So I'm just lightly doing it, lightly tapping it on and just dragging the product across so the fibers could attach to my hair. And again, I'm being very careful not to apply too much and not let the applicator touch my skin. And so now once I do that, I just brush them up and into place. And they look so natural. It's super natural. So right now I'm going to clean up under my brow. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Dream Illuminator Corrector. I like to use this like a concealer. And this color is 50. And it's a nice color. It's a light color, but it's not overly light, and it doesn't look inappropriate with my skin tone. So I'm going to be using that flat straight brush. This is a liner brush. I think that's from Smashbox, if I'm not mistaken. I've had this brush for years. It still comes in handy. So right now I'm just cleaning up the brow area and I'm just lining it out. And I like to use this brush because it helps me to get a precise line, as you can see. And so now I'm just going to go in and just carve around the tail of the brow and just carve out a nice neat brow using that corrector by Maybelline. And again, that's the Dream Illuminator and the color is 50. So I'm just going to apply the product into place and then I'm going to sculpt my brow and then I'm just going to bring that product down a little bit so that I can blend it out in a minute. So right now I'm just going in at the top of the brow and blending the illuminator over it just to carve out the brow so that it looks nice and neat. So right now I'm using a blending brush. I reviewed these brushes a few months ago, guys. This is like the artist dupe brush and I feel so embarrassed that I've actually bought those artist brushes because these brushes are really inexpensive and they work just as well, as you can see. And so I'm just blending out that illuminator that I put on my skin under my brow, and so it looks nice and soft. And guys, that's it. My brows are done. Beautiful and natural. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. I do appreciate it. Please don't forget to thumbs up my video and don't forget to subscribe. God bless, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.